Breaking news. It is delusional to think military coup will put Peter Obi in power, says Reno. My country people, this is interesting. Oh. The Nigerian activist and the former presidential aide Reno has accused the supporters of the Labour Party and the Labour Party's presidential candidate Peter Obi of calling for a military coup. In the wake of the Niger and Gabon coup, some Nigerians have, linked it to the outcome of the 2023 election being challenged at the Presidential Election Petition Tribunal by Peter Obi and the People's Democratic Party, PDP presidential candidate Atiku Abubakar. In a post by X, Reno said, "The actions of the Labour Party supporters thinking the military coup will put Obi in power are not only treacherous but also delusional." He adverted that the ongoing detention of the indigenous people of Biafra IPOB leader Nnamdi Kanu would have taken a different turn if it was a military regime. He also noted that the Biafra secessionist movement would be dealt with rather than the current middle of the hand approach. He tweeted, "To those Obidients calling for a coup and thinking that their coup will put Peter Obi in power, not only are your actions treacherous, I don't know why Tinubu is tolerating it. It is also a delusion. The ESN and the IPOB have killed several soldiers. This is one of the reasons why Nnamdi Kanu is being held in custody. The only reason Nnamdi Kanu is being treated like he is because we have a democratically elected civilian administration. So if you get your evil wish and what you are looking for happens, God forbid, then Nnamdi Kanu will definitely get a different experience, because the Nigerian army whose soldiers died at the hands of the ESN and IPOB will not be as forgiving as the civilians in power. In addition, the Biafran secessionist movement will be dealt with a brutal, heavy hand rather than the current middle-of-the-road approach. So if I were you, according to Reno, I would be very, very careful about clamoring for a coup. We will all suffer it, but certain people are now calling for it. They will suffer more than others. Therefore, think before you speak and act. Don't act and speak, then think. If your leader Peter Obi knows what is best for him, he would urge his followers to control their words at this sensitive time for Africa. My country people, this one na gbasgboso. Reno don come drag Peter Obi people for this matter. No be small thing dey happen, my country people. E be like say at any slightest provocation, Reno go just dey drag Peter Obi. Anything wey just happen, e must call Peter Obi. If something happen like this, na so Reno go drag Obi. Wetin dey happen? Peter Obi don really suffer for Reno hand o. Seriously, Obi don really hear queen for this man hand. Wetin come dey happen? Na so Reno talk say Peter Obi go give Rufai Oseni money, say make him dey campaign for am, for inside Arise TV. Say make him dey talk about Peter Obi. Wetin come dey happen? He say he give Reno, that's Rufai Oseni, the Arise TV journalist, TV presenter. Reno said Peter Obi gave him some amount of money for his mother's funeral, something like that, and was saying a lot of things against Obi, and Obi had to react to this. That all these are false. So he never gave Rufai Oseni any money for him to campaign for him and for the Labour Party. And also the same Reno said Rufai Oseni is a Labour Party supporter. He is an Obidient. He is this, he is that. So my country people, now so the matter dey be. So Rufai Oseni had to call Reno a liar at some point. Reno has been coming up with a lot of things. Yes, we know he's a very controversial man. But then, what can we do? Everybody with their own wahala. But as it be like this, so Reno and P2B no be small thing dey happen. Now Reno don come use im mouth talk say all these Labour Party people wey dey talk say make a coup d'etat happen in Nigeria, that there should be a military takeover on Tinubu's government. So for their mind now, they think say if the military should come and take over, that they will put P2B in power. Is a lie, according to Reno Omokri. Is a big lie, because it's not possible. Even Nnamdi Kanu, that is in the DSS custody, that is, people are saying, oh, they are maltreating Nnamdi Kanu, that if it were to be in a military regime, say Nnamdi Kanu, God forbid, who knows where he might be at this moment. So make we know they talk, if we know wetin be military takeover, we know what they talk for this country. So Reno now has, pushed this issue of Nigerians calling for a coup in this country towards P2B and the Obidients. Like I said, I know a lot of people, some Nigerians are saying, oh, look at what is happening in Gabon, look at what's happening in Niger. I hope the Nigerian military are seeing this, hope they will do something about this, because a lot of people are saying, well, since that of the Gabon and Niger case is quite similar to the Nigeria's, case, because we know that all these coups are coming up as a result of, the flawed elections and all of that, a leader being imposed on the people, and the people who are feeling that their will have been subverted. All these issues coming up is just because of a lack of credible elections. We lack credible elections in this country, even in other African countries. That's why we are seeing an increasing number of military coups in Africa. But then, my country people, we know that at some point the ECOWAS, they are trying to have discussions with the Niger junta leaders, the military leaders, but some Nigerians are already saying, well, hope the Nigerian military are seeing what's going on. Hope Tinubu is seeing what's going on. He should be very careful, because anything can happen at any time. But the thing is, Reno Omokri has, dragged P2B into this issue and has accused Obi and the Labour Party supporters of clamoring and calling for a coup. So guys, what are your thoughts on this? However, Nigerians have reacted. Reno, no worry. This man is always mentioning Obi. Obi doesn't need military coup to be in power. Is it Tinubu who used civilian coup through election malpractice to come into power? Well, I still find it difficult to believe that this man is so obsessed with Peter Obi. Okay, the next person said, Reno Omokri, you will not witness the good of Nigeria. Well, they should learn from Gabon. The military did not promise to hand over any government to the opposition who lost the election. Nigerians are complaining of hardship right now, and the same military has no power of helping them. All right. Okay, the next person said, Reno are from both the south, so I don't know why he's always speaking like this. Okay, so my country people, Reno is just the type that always insults the obedient crowd. But then, Obi cannot win by social media. Okay, my country people, these are some few reactions from Nigerians. So guys, what are your thoughts on this? I'm dropping here. Kindly share your thoughts on this in the comment section. Thank you